Well, hello everyone. I am back from Chunky Cricket's Herbals, and I wanted to take a minute today to show you all how easy it is to actually make a tincture. The very first thing that I use is this handy dandy little tool. It is actually an herb stripper. So you put your stems in here and you pull, and when you pull it, it actually strips the leaves off so that you can dry them. So if you don't have one of these yet and you want to start a home apothecary, this is a great first tool for you to get. So the next thing that you will need is a sterilized jar with your herb. If you dry it first, you're going to fill up your jar halfway. So halfway if it is a dried herb, 3/4 of the way if it is a fresh herb. So as you can see, I harvested this back in July of this last year. So this is my herb, if I can get it off here. Oh, and spilled it. This is raspberry leaf. Now, part of the reason that I am doing a raspberry leaf tincture is because it helps fight minor inflammation. It actually has fragrance, which helps with menstrual cramps. It is full of many vitamins, A, C, E, and B. And then it also is packed full of iron, magnesium, and potassium. So you can use it for immune support as well as mild um, digestion issues. So today we're going to make this raspberry leaf tincture. So we are first going to fill up. It's going to look like it's more than halfway, but it truly is about halfway. And so once we have this, when you talk about tinctures, it can be a little intimidating, but I wanted to show you this because this really truly is how easy it is. So I got it a little more than halfway, but it's because it's loose. So we are going to fill it halfway, and then I have this vodka right here. I like using vodka, but you can use any liquor as long as it is 40% alcohol by volume, which actually makes it 80 proof. 80 proof or higher for dried herbs. I always use 100 proof when I use fresh herbs. Now, I will tell you this, it doesn't really matter what brand you use because you're really not drinking this. You are going to add your vodka to your herbs. You're going to fill it up as close to the top as you can possibly get it. Now, if I was going to leave this for a really long time, I would say that I would probably put something over that, like a parchment paper or something like that. But this is only going to brew for 8 weeks. So you put the lid on, make sure that it's sealed tight, and then there you go. You are going to put this in a cabinet, a dark, cool place, and you're going to let it sit for a minimum of 8 weeks. So let it sit for 8 weeks. The vodka will actually seep all of the goodness out of this tincture, out of this herb, and then you're going to strain it after 8 weeks. And once you strain it, you will have medicine. The longer this sits, the stronger it does get. So I wouldn't go really longer than probably 10, 12 weeks if you forget about it. But if you do, it's in vodka, so there's nothing wrong with it. A tincture actually lasts quite a long time as far as shelf life goes because it is done in alcohol. It's in vodka. So um, now, I do want to say there is a difference between drinking alcohol and your topical alcohol. So, isopropyl alcohol is not to be used in a tincture. That is for topical uses only. So, make sure that you are using 80 proof or higher for your dried herbs and 100 proof or higher for your fresh herbs. So this one is all set to go. It can go in the cupboard after I label it. So one of the other lovely tools that I have is just a roll of masking tape. And we are going to label that raspberry leaf. And I started it on 2/10 of 26. And that way I know exactly how long to leave it in there. So you will start seeing it. The longer it's in there, it'll start changing color and it won't be clear anymore. That's supposed to happen. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me and ask. But you won't know how easy this is until you actually try it for yourself. So this one I have, it'll sit in the cupboard for 8 to 10 weeks. I wanted to show you a couple of other ones. This is actually fennel. So I crushed up some fennel seeds with my mortar and pestle, and it looks a little thick in there because I didn't put a whole lot in this, but I just started this on the 21st of January. So it's got a little while yet to go, but as you can see, it's crazy goodness in there. This one is Indian pipe, ghost pipe. I know that I already have this available on my website, but this is what it looks like. This does not look like the plant. However, it does turn a deep purple. So this one is one that's actually ready to bottle. And that was started with just 100 proof alcohol. This is actually wormwood. And as you can see, I have a glass weight in here to kind of keep the herb down. And I shook it earlier, so now it's stuck. I'll have to open it back up. But this was actually harvested back in August, and I dried it, and I just started this one on the 11th. So if you can look at the color in that, all goodness. Now, the tinctures are one thing, but this is actually rosemary. So I am making rosemary oil. This is EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, unrefined, pure, organic, and it's got my rosemary in there. So lots of different things. If you're wondering what to do with all of this stuff, I will recommend to everyone, just do your research. But don't hesitate to let me be part of that research as well and reach out if you have any questions. All right, so for all of you that are wanting to do this, take a chance. It really is this easy. Hope you all have a great day and happy healing, friends.